Yesterday, I talked about the idea of making sure that you're not confusing stress with obligation or just general busyness, everyday life things. And again, I don't discount that everyday life can become stressful if you are prioritizing too many things. Prioritizing by definition is putting things in order by priority. And if you do that effectively, you can avoid stress. But today I want to kind of jump off of that a little bit more and talk about how we can differentiate between being hurried and being worried. How we can do something hurriedly and not have to be worried about it. In fact, I would argue that doing something in a hurried fashion means you're not worried about it, because typically if you're hurrying through a task, it's not going to turn out as well as if you hadn't hurried through that task. So hurried versus worried, as it pertains to stress, is just because you have to hurry to do something doesn't mean you should be worried or stressed about it. Case in point, a lot of times in the teaching profession, you have to do something quickly because, either a parent is asking a question or an administrator has given you a task to complete and there's a deadline to it. And more often than not, the deadline is closer than you'd like it to be when you first find out about the task. Now, sometimes you have more time to commit, and you may have procrastinated or simply not used your time wisely. But there's also the side of maybe somebody didn't tell you in enough time for you to do a good job on whatever it is they're asking you to do. And at that point, it's their fault, not yours. It's not your responsibility to be expected to do something well if the person tasking you with that thing didn't give you the adequate amount of time to complete the task in. So, being hurried versus being worried, they're not one and the same. Just because you have to do something quickly does not mean that it should cause you stress or that you should be worried about the outcome. And just because somebody is doing something quickly doesn't mean they're worried about the outcome. Maybe they're the exact opposite. Like I said, maybe they just want to get it done, and that's all there is to it. Somebody else's hurrying should not be the cause for your worrying at all. Tomorrow will be less serious, but for now, bye.